Welcome to Shop Talk. This is
Shop Talk.
I Know Lies Just Bullshit production.
Because I don't lie.
So, I went to Club the Forge for the weekend. And, I had a pretty good time. I saw my cousin. And went to the Elks and had some fun shit.
You say that like which cousin?
Wally, in this case. But any of them I see, I'm happy to see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care if they're fucking 10 years old or fucking 60.
Well, I got to know the context because some cousins are wild.
When I went down there with Nate, Nate,
Fogger?
yeah, like every like beer joint we walked in, he go, "Is Wally in here?" He says he had heard stories. Anyway, I went down there, and so I rolled a bunch of joints before I left, and I smoked a bunch of them in the Moose parking lot the same night I rolled them. And so then I was like, I'll take these to Club the Forge with me, and I never smoked them. So those are the ones that I just brought. Yesterday, we get up. We go get something to eat. We come back. We hang some curtains at the house, and then Bree's like, "All right, let's go home." So I'm just like wanting to chill for the rest of the evening, and she's like, "You want to take an edible?" And I said, "Sure." And I took a fucking 10 milligram edible. A 10.
Saw God.
I didn't see God, but I saw the devil. It wasn't all gloomy, but I took it. I ate a sandwich, and then I went swimming, which was fun. I swam for about, so to also, like, I have taken 10 milligram edible and partied, drank 15 beers, or drank a fucking, half a fifth of whiskey with that, and been totally regular, but I wasn't drinking anything. So I thought, I'm gonna have a good buzz for 2 hours, maybe 3, and then I'm just gonna be fine. Bro, I was fucking baked at 1:30 when I went to bed, and not happy about it, bro. I was just like, fuck. It
That's the
sucked.
thing with those is like
the whole time it
you
sucked.
can't tell sometimes. Like a 10 might be a fucking 100. You never
That's what my
can
old lady
tell.
said. That's exactly what Bree said. She's like, you don't know. It just says that.
Yeah.
It's true. I guess you're right.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I've taken 10 from the same package as that one, and been straight up stoned for about 2 hours, just like I've smoked a bowl or something. Bro, I couldn't watch like a serious show. It was bumming me out. I had that thing where you feel like you've been breathing hard, but you haven't. You just kind of get that burn in your chest, and then that makes my brain go crazy. And everyone left me, so I'm in the living room by myself. And I'm going, am I breathing too hard? Is my heartbeat racing right now? And I'm sitting there as calm as I am in this moment. But there's nobody there to bounce off. If I were talking to somebody, I would probably forget about it. I was just by myself, bro. So I tried to put a football game. I'm like, I can't watch this.
Dude, I hate that.
I was like, I can't watch no motherfucking football game. The fuck? I don't know what these numbers mean.
I think he probably gets hit with this every once in a while, like I do. Well, I'll just get really stoned when I'm working. I got my head down, I'm listening to something, or something's on TV, and I'm just focused, and then like something snaps me out of it. I pick my head up and go, "Oh fuck!"
Okay, I'm the same. Same here. And either when it snaps me out of it, I'm either, oh shit, I'm locked in the danger zone, or I just came out of the danger zone and I'm relieved. I'm like, oh shit, I got wicked stoned and now I'm fine. That's usually what happens to me. So I got up and I was like, well, I'll take a walk around the yard. No help. I'm like, I'll have a drink. No, not call a drink, but just like a seltzer. I'll have a seltzer. I'm like, what's in this? Bro, it sucked. I woke up as soon as my old lady got up. I was like, well, I had a fucking terrible night. How about you? She's like, why? What is wrong? I was like, well, I was fucking stoned to the
Remember
gills.
that fucking edible you gave
Fucking
me?
3 a.m.
You did this to me? Yeah, look what you did to me.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to imagine. I took it at 3:30 and I was super stoned at 1:30 a.m. I just can't imagine for someone my size, 10 milligrams.
That's probably because it was.
Straight torture chamber.
Yeah. You may have I was stir of death.
Uh,
And you may have had it. Did you eat it on an empty stomach?
I ate it, then I ate a fucking club sandwich.
He's a member of the club. Maybe THC isn't like alcohol, it's absorbed before everything else. Dude. Because if you drink and then you eat, like if you have food and booze in your belly, like it absorbs the alcohol first. Maybe it absorbs THC first.
Maybe I should have went to science class after I took it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's the very reason I, a long time ago, gave up.
You gave up?
I've given up on it.
Well, I had just purchased more because Bree has stomach issues and stuff. She just has nausea a lot. She'll cut one into quarters or halves and take it. It makes her feel better. But me, once a month, I'll be like,
I'm taking more than 2 or 3 of those.
I never do that. I take a half of one or a whole one. That's when I have extreme pain. No.
It's extreme.
Got that arthritis.
Pure Shander, right up the road from me. Trevor has been talking about this, and I didn't realize it, but in Virginia now you can order a certain level of edible THC, and they have gummies. But it's THC and CBD counter effects like the hot that.
But the ones they have are 2 milligrams. They're pretty low dose.
No, this is higher. It's like 7.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're called like Red Bunny or Blue Bunny or something. They're
trying to scare me before I take it. The fuck? That's just
Bunnies are cute.
It's the red and the blue, Morpheus, the rabbit hole, all that shit, son. Get on board, dog.
Wow, there's more. Okay. I didn't see layers, man.
Layers.
Anyway, next time you take an edible, call Porter. I'll take you to science class.
No, I won't. I said I think that it might be.
Well, do a test and we'll report back.
No, I'm done testing.
No more edibles for
I'm
the
done
Tested
taping.
You don't fuck with mental?
Not really.
You had an experience like that?
Nah, well, it's one or the other, right? It's either like too much or nothing at all.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know, I've had some where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, and I'm like, hey, shit, I ain't feeling shit.
Definitely.
You know, even vape pens. Like, I love smoking weed. I love active smoking, the smell,
Sure,
and all that
me too,
shit. But vape pens get me through the holidays. Get me through, family get-together situations where I can't go, I'm going to smirk this J up. And
You should liberate yourself. Just do the J. I remember my wife one time, and we'll get into the shop talk in just a moment, but I remember years ago, before our kids were born, we'd go to her parents every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every New Year's, whatever it was. And I'm like preparing for the trip, which is only a 25-minute drive. And she goes, do you have to take 3 joints every time we go to my parents' house? I said, I think it's a nice number. I could take 6 and be a fucking zombie. I said, but 3, I have one when I arrive, have one after I eat, have one before I go home. Your dad steps out, he has a puff or 2. I think it's a good number. What the fuck's the problem with 3? She just rolls her eyes. She just knows she can't do that with me. All right.
Just give up.
We're not here to talk about Porter's drug use. We're here to talk about
my drug. That was good. Hey, y'all like redirection?
this is Shop Talk, and we're here to talk about tattoos. I don't know what we've been doing some.
I feel like we could talk about UGK.
Man, we can talk. I could personally talk about Riding Dirty for the next hour.
Yeah.
And I could do that sometime. I did one of these shop talks with Weatherholtz. If anybody ever wants to do a music shop talk, holler at your boy. But yeah, I don't know what the theme is going to be this week, but yeah, it seems like you guys tend to like the ones where we talk about something from Virginia, something specific. So we're going to go with that. I'm here with Andrew Connor.
Hello.
I'm here with Chris Porter.
What it?
The boys in the back, and welcome to Shop Talk.
Crickets from the back.
Uh-huh.
The boys,
All right, so-
the boys that are back in town.
So about two months ago, Randy Hall hits me up. So Alley Cat, on the No Lies Just Bullshit Instagram page, I often will share pieces from our Flash collection because we're fortunate to have a large one. We have a bunch of the picture machine stuff, almost all of it, and we have.
We're also fortunate enough to have enough space to display it.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
For years and years, we had these images just in a bin, and that's fine. But I would have to, every single tattooer or collector, I would have to take them over there and say, I know it's a pain in the ass, but you want to spend at least 45 minutes to an hour right here. And
we had 20 years of that's the secret vault.
Yeah.
But I like now it's like just go in there.
Yep. And so my good friend Randy Hall, who is from Southwest Virginia, and he's an incredible tattooer and a good guy, and man, an illustrator on another level.
He's one of the best.
He's one of the
Like not just an execution of tattoos. He's a complete fucking gentleman.
Yeah.
He's very kind. You
family
can see
man,
these
good
thoughts.
morals.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Super
so
solid.
he texts me. He says, Nick, take a picture of 3 of your favorite pieces of Flash from your shop and send them to me. He said, then I'll send you something back. So these are the 3 I chose. Connor, is that guilty before proven, or until proven innocent? Is that Bob Roberts? Like the teeth in the skull feel like Bob Roberts.
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I don't recall who did it.
It feels very Rolo to me.
It could be.
Kind of, but I'm not sure.
Somebody will definitely tell us.
That the rose kind of with the leaves, dude.
You see what I mean by the teeth, though?
Yeah,
They almost look like bullets.
Yeah,
It's a Bob Roberts vibe for me. Anyway, that one's just, I love praying hands. I have praying hands tattooed on me for most of, my life. And, But this one, man, it's just perfect. It just looks amazing. It's tough as a motherfucker, and it's always been one of my favorites. Then, the Reaper, like I like. There's a Reaper out here with an axe that I almost sent him.
Yeah,
that's amazing. But this is like the Time's Up thing. What's up?
Do we know who did that one? Because there's a ton of skulls and Reapers.
That
and
sheet
stuff
alone is incredible.
But it's throughout all of them, and they're all colored like that with the colored pencil on like what looks like the roughest paper you could ever.
Yeah, I'm not
You know
sure.
what I mean? But those are like the best. Those are the ones that stick out to me.
Well, that's the thing,
most.
because all of those things were cut apart, and so some of them, like 3 of them will match, and then there will be one from something completely
Correct.
different, and it's just from
So
all the good stuff from the time period.
we got these from Tattoo Charlie out of Louisville, Kentucky, in the early part of 2001. Charlie had a bunch of shops, and his main shop had a laminator. So they would get in Flash, they would cut it out, make a pork chop sheet, and then make 8 copies of that sheet so that every shop had one. So he had a bunch of extras, and he knew we were opening Alley Cat, so he gave me an incredible deal. But some of it is very obviously Bob Roberts, like the fucking rockabilly sheet with all the skulls.
Yeah.
Some of it's very obviously
Mike
Rollo.
Malone. Yeah.
Some of it's very obviously Pinky. Some of it, there's Jerry Girls on there.
Yeah.
I thought there's some like Cliff Raven.
Yeah, there is. Like the Raggedy
Miss
Eagle and shit.
Rocky, Miss Roxy.
Yeah,
Miss Roxy that had
the
like
horror
with the
ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
that and like the high heel and stuff.
A
There's
bunch
some
of
great
Malone
ones.
stuff. Like all this, there's a bunch of Malone stuff with different flowers and banners.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Incredible.
There's a lot behind the bookshelf over here. There's, it's not Judy Parker, but it's that kind of like fantasy illustrative stuff. There's a lot I love those sheets because they stand alone from the rest.
They're also taller than the rest.
Oh yeah.
So I fit them there for that reason, but they're also different style wise.
Yeah.
But there's some cool biker stuff on there. The
Yeah, I
girl
love
bent
it.
over with the motorcycle tire.
Oh yeah,
Thing's
Yeah,
cool.
it's kind of the like I go over to talk to a customer and
Jumps out
while
at
they're
you.
doing whatever, like filling out paperwork or looking at something on their phone, I'll zone out on it.
Yeah. There's
There's some with banners with like 6 banners.
there's crosses and banners. That's
yeah. I
real
like the
dope.
crosses and banners for sure.
It'll be like a cross, with 4 banners around. Man. Anyway, go ahead.
I keep cutting you off, but
That's fine.
remember
I'm hype.
at the old shop, there was the dude wanted all of his kids' names. It was like Freddie loved his kids.
Oh, yeah.
And then he wanted 6 names, and we had a cross that accommodated everything.
Yeah.
And he just couldn't remember how to spell his one kid's name, and her name was Nissan or something. Nissan. And it was just, he's like, I know it ain't like the car. I ain't fucking with you. It ain't like the car.
He called his old lady, got cussed out.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so I sent these to Randy Hall. Or so I should explain it to you. So we talked about the Reaper. The girl, she's got kind of a weird, almost alien face. Great boobs. It's just kind of a funny.
Tough perspective.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a very interesting angle, And I just always thought, I told everyone that, I said, you got a hair on your ass, you don't get this tattooed on your forearm. But yeah, it's just cool. It's just fucking cool.
It's like call me smoothie.
And so yeah, I sent these 3 to Randy, and then the next image is what he sent me in return as a gift, which was incredibly kind.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking thing, boys. Come on, man. Can we make it any bigger? Is that
God,
possible?
you sounded like Ricky. Look at that thing, boys.
Like who?
Ricky.
Who's that?
Ricky LaFleur from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh. Anyway.
Come on, boys.
But this thing's just fucking dope. And the fact that he put it all together, threw an LJBS on it,
Yeah.
it's in my office right next to my desk where I can see it at eye level all the time. I just fucking love it. And it's cool as shit, man. Just cool as shit.
He took him in such a fun direction, man. It's like the same stuff, but done in such a different way.
Such a different way, yeah. And I mean, just to see him create it through his imagination with the same subject matter, just fucking dope, man. Like the fucking tentacles with the Reaper.
Tales from the Crypt is shit, isn't it? I love it.
The curtain or whatever for the girl.
That was
So cool.
I was looking at the curtain because it felt super comic. I was looking at that middle one because it feels super comic booky. Because in a comic book, they wouldn't even spend the time to put anything super intricate. It would just be like that much information. And like where a tattooer would be like, let me see how many peonies I can fit in here.
Yeah.
It gets
Patterns and whatever else, yeah.
It's very from that like
It's smart.
that time period, that vibe, that feel.
But yeah, man, Randy's just an exceptional tattooer, exceptional illustrator, and great guy. And So I feel really fortunate to have this thing, but it's also really dope that he's like, hey, I admire your Flash collection and your eye. Let's do something where, you know what I mean? It was flattering all at the same time. So
That's fun, man.
Yeah, it's very cool, man.
When I went down there to work, every day that we worked, the whole time I was there, I made sure to work with him. If he was in between tattoos, and he was booked the entire time I was there, if he was in between tattoos, he was working on like an illustration like this.
Yeah.
And they were never small. They were never.
What's the name of his book? Do we know the name?
It's
of
the red book?
The red book.
Red pencil book.
Red drawing?
Red sketchbook.
Yeah, go to Randy Hall, Hero, whatever it is, his Instagram. Go to his big cartel. Buy, what's it called? The red pencil?
Something like that. It's like the red book or something?
Yeah, I bet
I
if you get to whatever.
Avery will
Red-
put his
Red
Instagram
World?
here. We can go through it. It's amazing.
Either way, it's
Giant
amazing.
book. It's incredible. You need it.
It's ridiculously good.
And it's just so fucking much work.
So much work.
Yeah.
So big up Randy Hall. Appreciate you.
Huge
buddy.
ups, Randy Hall.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Yep. Connor, you're up.
Well, let's see. So we had that conversation earlier, and so I was like, well, I do kind of have one that I kind of did something based on, and we all fucking love this Ed Hardy stuff. In fact, I took about a half a dozen pictures of different pieces of Ed stuff that I fucking love.
Yeah.
But this one, I was lucky enough to get to do a version of on one of my best friend's son, and so that was really cool getting a chance to do that.
Okay. Sick.
Bro, his whole back.
We put
Oh,
up
that's
the
right,
other
that's right.
photo as well. Yeah, and so we
I've
did
actually
just
seen
a little
this.
different version of that thing.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Very similar, same idea,
I'm
but
sorry.
then roses instead of the cherry blossoms.
It's been a while.
Yeah, loads of fun.
Man, looks fucking good.
Looks like
He totally looks like Mark. He definitely does.
Yeah, he does.
that asshole waiting for a beer in line looks like Mark.
But man, this Hardy image not only inspired you and Tate, but it's inspired a million paintings,
Yeah.
a million great tattoos, a ton of hand tattoos. I would say that,
absolutely.
that the lightning and the motion in these was considered
Totally.
from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just super. It opened a ton of doors and gave people ideas with the hair.
Sure.
It's iconic.
That charcoal piece of yours that's in the kitchen in there, like a lot of that stuff,
All that.
it's super iconic and it's approachable. Where some of Ed's stuff is just not, it's just hard, to be like, oh, I'm going to draw Ed Dragon. It's like, oh, it's 35 feet longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then it's also like this isn't. I mean, this is what it was meant for. So I'm not insulting it. It's very consumable. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what I mean.
Well, okay, good. Because like another thing, or to your point, then there's some things that he did in his Flash that's loose to where another public would look at it and go, I don't know about that. That's a little cartoony. Or it's too
Sure.
loose. That's like tight enough to where nobody like. I'm not trying to insult Ed or like what he did, but it's like it's just I could see like some 18-year-old kid rolling into a shop and being like that.
Yeah,
Whereas there's
fucking
some of the things he does where it's just like it's a little out there.
It's your version fucking rules, Connor.
That was loads of fun. That was loads
Yeah.
of fun. I just tried to not fuck it up too bad.
I like the ridges in the upper jaw.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The teeth on this thing are like textbook Connor. The skull itself, like, one time I took like 12 close-ups of skulls of Andrews and put them in a grid. And he's just like, because they were from a span of 15 years or
And
something.
some of them real simple, some of them more elaborate.
All
and stuff.
kinds, but it's just interesting because there's certain notes that are always the same
Yeah.
or super similar.
And to that point, I think, I don't know when it was, but in the time that you and I have known each other, your roses and your skulls are two, there's other things.
Girl
Roses
faces.
And girl faces. There's a handful of like the classics that you figured out that you expanded upon, but the bones of them never changed.
I was,
And that's my favorite
I was
part.
realizing some of that stuff, especially with painting those snakes.
Yeah.
Because I drew them on there and had it halfway painted before I really looked at it, and I was like, I do the same fucking snakes every time. I've done 100 fucking snakes in the shop that look exactly the goddamn same. I was like, well, fuck it, that's just the way I do
But if
them,
it
I
ain't
guess.
broke,
you know?
it's
Yeah.
the way it should be. Plus, man, I love that I can see something and know you did it. That makes me happy with a lot of tattooers.
Like, I mean, you've said it on here, and I mean, it's like to me, it's one of your quotes. You go into a room to draw or paint, you take all these people with you, and it's over with that whole bag. that's what's happened. That's the crucible,
Yeah.
and that's where we're at. Is I think they're colored. There's no roses on there.
No.
But that's your dragon head. That's your girl head.
Oh, yeah.
That's your tiger head. That's your Hoju. You know.
Yeah, those girls, the divot
Yep.
and the nose.
And then the cheek, the high cheek line underneath the eye. But yeah.
And that's just a fucking cool back piece, man. It's tough. He takes his fucking shirt off. People are like, oh, shit. He went and did that. You know what I mean? It's like,
Fucking Ed Hardy stuff too, though, man. There was that one that I was looking at that Chris Kahn was talking about that really set him off. That he kind of got a version of that kind of set him on his way.
Which one is that?
Like the little the blue one, like the blue girl head and all.
Yeah, I know exactly
And
which
he got
one
it
you're
like on
talking
the
about.
underneath of his arm. He showed it on that Grime interview and stuff. But like, and then as soon as him saying that, then you're like, oh, I can totally see where that sort of morphed into his version of like how he would approach that sort of thing. It's fucking awesome.
all of us have tattoos that made an impact on us that we'll never forget. Oh, yeah. But all of us
Still
have
do.
that. And it still happens, but it also, like, there's stuff in our minds that, that you saw for Freddie Corbin or whoever it may be, and you're just like, whoa,
That was
what
the
the
one.
fuck? Like I talk about that water cat by Jill. I had not seen her doing that kind of shit. Everything she was putting out was straightforward Japanese. And so she did this downward crawling panther. I know you guys know, but this downward crawling panther with water in the interior, and it just was flawless.
So good.
So good. The water was so good.
But that's the thing.
And it's not that I didn't think she could do it. I didn't think she did it. I didn't think she did that sort of tattoo. And she told me, she said, well, when I'm presenting tattoos, I'm presenting Japanese tattoos because of the family and all that stuff. But she was like, but I'll do a traditional tattoo or anything else,
She really it just embodies the fuck out of some of that Ed style though.
Yeah,
Hard.
yeah.
And that's the thing, it's like the best of both, right? Like, Ed's Panther with Horiyoshi's water, it's like that's as fucking good as it gets right there,
All right, shouts to Tate, shouts to Ed.
Big shouts to Jill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What you got, P?
I didn't. Were we supposed to do something that
No.
tattooed?
I just took it as an opportunity
No,
to
not
ring
at
the
all.
bell for Randy.
All right, word.
Oh, dude, I love
So
that one.
this is right next to. It's on the wall. We were talking about like
Right
you see
outside
the
the
bin,
door,
right outside the recording door. I noticed this like 6 months ago, and I
Fucking
can't get it
love
out of
that
my
one.
head. I just think it's fucking sick.
You got to do a version of that.
Man,
thing.
Well, I've drawn a couple. I just need to fine tune them.
It's
It
cool.
reminds me of the G.I. Joe cartoon. There was
Yeah.
like not Cobra Commander, but one of his dudes that he like brought back from the dead had this fucking open snake helmet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know his
Now
name.
that you
is,
say
but-
it. Now that you say it. I mean, I'll never remember. Yeah.
I don't know that dude's name, but he was supposed to shake things up when he got there. It's like Frankenstein style. But anyway, man,
It's a cool
great
Yeah.
pick.
I think my main, I think the reason I chose it was because it's just so raw and unrefined. Like the concept's there.
The hair.
Yeah.
the hair
The hair is the unrefined part that makes it look like it's out of like Hellraiser or something. You're
It's
like,
got kind of
"Oh."
a sci-fi vibe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I dig
also
it.
a great example of the Flash we're talking about for you folks watching. Like the dirty edge, the orange sticker, the R82.
Oh, 100%.
That orange sticker and the R82 were put on there in Kentucky by a shop helper in 1995 or 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's dingy like that because it's been alive for fucking 35 years and it's been flipped through and touched and picked up. And, John Henry or whatever your favorite tattooer is snaps a picture of it because he ain't never seen it before. We don't know who drew it and it's fucking boss.
That's something I get hit with a lot because I'm right next to. I'm kind of the first person you see when you come around, and I get hit with a lot of what are the little stickers for? and the one we were talking about behind the bookshelf. Some of the stickers, the dollar symbol was done in a certain kind of ink that stuck around, and the numbers were done in like Sharpie and they faded.
Yeah.
So
There's a couple green ones on those too. I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
like trying to explaining that to somebody like. They're like, oh, okay. But like, yeah, so that thing's been up there long enough that it was Sharpie and it faded. And they go, whoa.
Yeah, this is a tough image, man. It looks cool. Shit, there's a great Jesse Struther painting out here that basically looks like this lady is taking off her snake suit. Like she's like taking it off her shoulders, her boobs are out, and it's like just below her waist is where the head is. It almost looks like she's just like taking it off like a fucking bathing suit. Shouts to Jesse.
Jesse.
Absolutely. That's a cool one.
Thank you.
I've seen that one before too, but I've not really really studied it. You know what I mean? And there's so many of them that are that way. Where I'll look at it, but then when I look at it again, like I'll notice other stuff.
Porter's talking about how it's unrefined, and it is in some ways, but look at the belly scales.
Belly scales are pretty cool.
Look how they're
bevels,
shaded, and they move with the way it's moving. And
the face is pretty on time too.
On the cobra hood, like the eyes, what would be like part of the disguise of the cobra is that it has eyes. Mm-hmm. It looks pretty on the money, like proportionally, the further one's smaller and shown from a slightly different angle. It's good.
And it's also not like a modern. Well, not a modern, but it's also not like a tattoo cobra because we draw them to where everything comes off this way. Yeah. But in a real cobra,
it comes down.
They come down and then it goes out.
Yep. Yeah. Which also is complimentary to a lady.
Lord knows he loves the ladies.
And the ladies love him.
Ladies.
Man, this has been fun. This is a good one. We got to do these from time to time. This is fucking great. I think the big takeaway is visit Alley Cat Tattoo.
Yeah.
Come see
Come
it.
look at the shit.
The halls of tattoo that we have here are some we're very, very proud of. In this room, there's probably 200 paintings that aren't hung. Unfortunately, we're working on it. Constantly getting rid of shit. Moving.
But I mean, like that set, right? Almost all of that stuff. That's we bring that out for special occasions.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll bring them out for the Shenandoah Rose coming next August.
Indeed.
But yeah, so this is a little bit different than we normally do it, but it's still the point is still the same, and it's to direct you to Randy Hall. It's to direct you to Andrew Connors, to direct you to Jesse Struthers. Well, you can't get tattooed by Ed anymore, but you can buy up everything he's ever sold, and it's still available through his company.
Buy Hardy Mark's book,
and the stuff is just so important to us and so rich to us. Like, as much as I love this image of the snake and the girl, what I'm talking about on the sheet is just as important to me.
Yeah.
The wear, the old, catalog number and all that stuff. I wish you could see the image right below. It's like a gargoyle putting the brakes on.
That one is a fun one.
It's like feet away in front of him.
Yeah. He looks like he's doing a kickflip.
He does.
But, these images are super important to us, and they help define our point of view and our taste. And they've we've been with them for 23 or 24 years here, and they lived 20 some years prior to coming here, and they really helped shape what we like and our point of view. And like I said, a lot of your favorite tattooers have come here and been blown away and just been like, "Can I copy this? Can I photograph this?" And the answer is always yes. Not to publish it or for any other reason than for them to be able to access it.
Yeah.
And so just want to bring some of that stuff to the table and let you guys check it out. And as always, please follow No Lies Just Bullshit on Instagram. Like and subscribe here. Andy C., tell him your name.
My name is Andrew Connor. You can find me on Instagram at AE Connor, or in Alley Cat, an actual life
actuality,
or in an undisclosed location in a rocking chair.
In a rocking chair on a porch in a beautiful rocking chair. Thanks.
And you can find Nick Swartz sneaking rocking chairs.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, don't say nothing. You might get one.
Super fucking sneaky.
So in the South, that's a sign of love.
It is. It damn sure is. It's big love.
It is.
You can find me at Porter_Electric, and you can find me at 220 Reservoir Street,
Red Hill,
Rocktown via.
Fucking.
That's it.